another video. My name is Brooklyn and today's video is going to be the mid-year book freakout tag, and I'm very excited to be doing this. I cannot believe we're halfway through the year already and I've read some amazing books this year, so I cannot wait to talk about them with you. So let's get right on into it. The first question is, what is the best book you've read so far this year? And I knew instantly what this one was. I couldn't go past it, of course, and that is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J Maas, the last book in the Throne of Glass series. As you can see, I went through some times whilst reading this book. I haven't recovered still, and it was the best conclusion to anything that I've ever read. These characters and this story will sit with me forever. I'm getting emotional right now talking about it. This is just the best book I've ever read. I'm gonna cry. And I can't wait to reread it one day. I'm making Owen read this series right now and he's up to Crown of Midnight, so I'm just loving it, and he's telling me little things and those things come to fruition in this book. Like every little thing in these books means something and they play such an integral role in this book. So just to see that all come to fruition, come to play in this one was insane, and just one of the best reading experience for sure that I've ever had in my life. So yes, I couldn't go past this, and I'm just so happy I finally finished it too, because I was putting it off for quite some time there. The next one is the best sequel you've read this year, and I would have to say Electric Idol, which is the sequel to Neon Gods, or the second book in the Dark Olympus series. This series was introduced to me by Brie from Four Paws and a Book, and holy moly was this freaking awesome. This one follows Psyche and Eros, and like this whole series is Greek mythology and just amazingness. And honestly, I don't want to tell you too much because I didn't know anything about anything going into these books, and I think that's like the way to do it. But just know Greek mythology, the best romances you will ever come across, and just unspeakably hot. That is like one way to put it, you know. Thank you from Entertainment Weekly for summing it up very correctly. But yeah, it's so good, and I just love how Katie Robert has really redone these stories in such a way that is reflective of these myths and these personalities, but at the same time she's done it in such a way that just works, and the modern romance aspects are hot as, and I love it so much. And then another one I wanted to speak about was Heartless by Elsie Silver. You would have seen my vlog previously, I'll link it down below. This was amazing. I had the best time reading this, and I just couldn't get enough of these characters. Yeah, I was like laughing, giggling, screaming, kicking the floor whilst reading this book, and I couldn't get enough of it. Honestly, I'm just so excited. I get to read the next book in this series very soon, so yeah, I'm loving it so much. I've even dog-eared some pages and I don't know why. Never mind, I do know why. So good, had the best time, and we love a single dad romance always. The next one was a new release that you haven't read yet but want to, and for this I do want to read Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is another series by the same author as Chestnut Springs, and I think there is some connection somehow, but I'm just so excited to read it, and yeah, this cover is everything to me. And then another one I want to speak about is When the Moon Hatched. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. This book has been on my radar. I really wanted to read it with the Tortured Poets Department book club hosted by Rainey and Katie, but I didn't get a chance, and I've requested it from my library because it's a chunky book and I'm sure it's expensive, so I'm trying not to pay for books at the moment. But I just know it's going to be like a romantasy that I'm going to want to have in my life. But I just am scared to start another massive book series. So yeah, at some point in my life I will be reading that, but just very soon hopefully. But I'm just like trying to recover from Throne of Glass and the hurt that gave me. Next one is most anticipated release of the second half of the year, and I think I'd have to say The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. This one is a sequel to Fangirl Down, or like a sequel but a companion, so you don't have to read them in order or anything. But I loved Fangirl Down so much. I have a reading vlog which I'll also link down below for you. and I just had the best time reading that. And the character that this follows is the friend of the girl that we followed in the first one. I cannot remember names right now, I'm so sorry. But she was fun already in this book, and the guy as well is a friend of the other man in this one, the other man in Fangirl Down, and he was a cranky single dad, and you know how much I enjoy that. So we will be picking that up as soon as it comes out. I'm pretty sure next month, so I'm ready for it. It's going to be a great time. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. We've also got Love Unwritten coming out, which I haven't read the first one, but I know I'm gonna love it, by Lauren Asher, and I'm just excited for that one to come out so I can then read them back to back, so that will be fun. Also Dark Restraint, which is the 7th book in the Dark Olympus series. This is Neon Gods, the first one. I'm just so excited for that because this whole series I binged within like a week, and also have a reading vlog for that. I'm just plugging everything, I apologize. But yes, very excited for those ones. What is your biggest disappointment so far? And this one would probably have to be either Where's Molly or How Does It Hurt? Where Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. Both are by her. And I could not believe how much trouble I had with these books when I was obsessed with Haunting and Hunting Adeline, written by the same author. They made me feel so uncomfortable, and I kind of got triggered by both of them, especially the How Does It Hurt one. That one I could not stand. That was probably my biggest disappointment because I thought that I would just love everything by her after reading these two. Where's Molly was kind of a different story. I kind of talk about this in I'm pretty sure I read this at the beginning of a reading vlog for Tar, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I read it at the beginning of Tar, and I just, like, the ending made it better, but there were just some things in there that made me feel really uncomfortable, and I didn't like it as much, even though it was kind of a spin-off from the Cat and Mouse duology. So not sure what happened there, but you know, it's all fine. Then there was also Desperate Measures by Katie Robert, which was another series by her, not in the Dark Olympus one. But this one really disappointed me too. It made me feel really uncomfortable, and I just did not like it. It was not hitting in the same way at all that Dark Olympus did. Yeah, Desperate Measures, that one was. And I think it was a Aladdin retelling, but I was just not vibing with it at all. So yeah, you know, it's fine. For my biggest surprise, I would have to say it's God of Malice, because I didn't expect to love this one as much as I did. I knew I was going to enjoy it, and I think at the start it was making me feel like I wasn't going to love it, and I think it really surprised me towards the end about how much I was thriving with this book and how excited I am for the rest of these books, because yeah, this was just the best time ever. Is favorite new author to me, and for this one it has to be Abby Jimenez, because I had not picked her up until this current month actually, and immediately one of my favorite books, Part of Your World, of this year. It was so amazing, and I can just see how they're going to all be like that. And I don't know if I can say favorite new author if I've only read one of their books, but like, I'm gonna say it because honestly, incredible. But yeah, I can't wait to read more by her, and it's just so exciting to have a new author that has so many books out there that you haven't read yet that you get to read, because I just know they're going to be great. The next one is your newest favorite character or characters, and I couldn't go past Delilah Green because she is giving the energy that I want to give. I just do not want to give a flippin' flying whatever as much as Delilah doesn't, because yeah, I just need this lifestyle. I just need this attitude, and I loved her for it. I loved her. Just yeah, everything about her was just amazing, so cool, and I loved it. I have Willa from Heartless before I've lost the book already. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah, Willa from Heartless was so much fun in this, and she just brought the right amount of seriousness. Well, not really seriousness, but like for someone that's never nannied before, I feel like she was just so much fun and just like adapted to the role so well and could really put Cade in his place. Which I enjoyed, and yeah, I just had so much fun reading her. honestly. Number 10 is a book that made you cry, and I have two different sides of this. A book that made me cry because of a really emotional part between Emmy and her father in this was just, it got me real good, but that was like an emotional cry. And then this one made me cry of anger. Oh, I couldn't. I read this at the start of Tar as well, and oh my goodness, it killed my brain. Like, I just can't even explain it, but crying from anger was definitely this one. And then for the last one, it is the most beautiful books you've bought or received this year. And I think I have to go with something that's probably a bit boring, but like, I don't know. I have lots of pretty books on my shelf, especially these ones. I didn't buy these this year though, unfortunately. If I had House of whatever the one that's just come out, Flame and Shadow, that would probably be the prettiest one, but I haven't bought that yet because I'm controlling myself. But I honestly think that these books are the prettiest at the moment because they just go with my aesthetic so much. I love the pastels and I love how cute and simple they are. And I know that they're simple and that may be boring to you, but honestly, they just suit my vibe so much, and I think they look so cute on everyone's shelf that has them. So yes, these are probably my most beautiful books at the moment. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a lot of information to be thrown at you. I hope you are not having too much of a freak out mid-year. Just to give you an idea of where my Goodreads goal is at the moment, let's have a look, because I have been reading lots for the Amazing Readathon and it is nearly over. But I feel like I can sneak a few more books in there. I'm 13 books ahead of schedule, which is honestly amazing, and I don't think I could have done that without the Amazing Readathon. So currently I've read 61 books of 100, so hopefully I can make it to that. We'll see how we go. We'll see what happens and how the rest of the year pans out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a like and a comment if you would like to, and don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.